Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skulk. Continuing the story of what's the place we're going into. I forgot. We'll find out in just a moment. Okay, about building that I clicked on twice last time. Moving on. Okay, map. We're going to the docks and shit. I forgot the name of where we're going. Where we are. Let's go to the desert. Long trek through the Schwilterings. Okay. My mind's still waking up. This is still morning for me. We take slow, heavy steps through the desert of Alarenthia. That's the name, Alarenthia. Heat assaults us, and the humidity is thick, like sheets in the air. Ulrich seems unfazed, but everyone else is handling it pretty badly.
I can't believe that people actually live here. How much farther is it, Ulrich? This is crazy.
I'd say around 6 to 8 hours. There's an oasis halfway there. We can stop. I have a feeling you've already exhausted your canteen.
It was too hard to resist. So, there's an oasis in a few hours? That'll be a good place to rest and relax.
We can't waste that kind of time, Dominic. There's enough time to fill up on water. That's it. If we take too long, we'll miss both Vivian and the ball.
No.
Right, of course.
Dominic pants, sweat trailing through his fur. The thing is, I'm curious, do animals actually sweat? I know that it's the term blood sweat, and I think that was from pigs or from hippopotamus, but they don't have fur, so understandable they have skin. But animals with fur, do they sweat? Because if they do, then that'd be horrible. Because I feel like I heard someone say, or read somewhere, that dogs pant, and I think I don't know what cats actually do. I actually should be learning about these things. Dogs pants in order to get cooled off. So if your dog is panting in a hot day and you're annoyed with it, don't stop him from panting. That would probably kill him. And anyways, yeah, I just don't know if animals with fur actually sweat. But they're anthropomorphic, so they're trying to add that term to it. Let's go. Hopefully things would cool down once the sun started to rest. I move towards Ulrich as we walk through the desert. He was our guide, so I shouldn't let him out of sight. I can see the city in the distance, but no oasis at all.
Back in the day, they used these deserts as punishment. Criminals were sent out here and they had to prove their worth. If they were strong enough to survive, then they'd be taken back in.
Why? Maybe. I don't know. Everyone could pull off something crappy and then find out, this is not what I want. But some people might be going, I'll endure this just so I can do it again. I don't know. I like giving people second chances, but at least keep your eye on them, because if they did it before, they might do it again. But, give people at least another chance. At least, I don't know, trust is really hard to gain nowadays. I mean, at all. It's precious. Mainly, trust is precious.
Most of the time, the criminals would just succumb to the heat. They'd be unable to move, then they'd pass out. Death would come soon after. They called these people Sixers, since they usually passed out within 6 hours.
I'm not sure why he's telling me this. I'll go with it. If he wants to pep me up, he's sure failing. We'd be out here for more than 6 hours.
In addition to that, their bodies lasted 6 days. Don't worry though, we'll be fine. We have water. That isn't the courtesy they wanted to give to criminals.
That sucks. Well, at least that makes me feel better.
You're probably wondering why I'm telling you this story.
Yes. He smiles and holds out his arm. Rotating it slightly, he shows off his tattoos.
If the Sixers survived, they gave them special markings. They were pardoned and to be respected for their power. A bit of a secret, you know? Just keep it between us, alright?
Oh. Wait, so Ulrich is an Alrenthian criminal? Or at least he was, since it appears he's been pardoned. I'm glad that he was comfortable enough to tell me this kind of stuff.
Besides, they look pretty good, don't they?
You do? Yeah, I wouldn't mind some of my own, actually. Oh. Definitely, they make you look more attractive. I'm not doing that. Urge to break an Alrenthian law rising. You're a criminal? I thought I knew you. Okay, this is not cool. I think I'll be playful with him. Urge to break Alrenthian law rising. I don't know. This is teasing, because it's not actually true.
I'd say good luck, but they don't do Sixers anymore. They stopped that method of punishment ages ago. You might need to find a copycat on the black market. Anyway, I guess that's enough story time for now. The more you know about Alarenthia, the better. That, and it makes the walk go by way faster.
Alright. We're also using a lot of your energy by talking, too. I mean, it's entertainment. You can't go without entertainment, otherwise your mind goes mad.
If you'll excuse me, I have some business to take care of. We'll have plenty of time to talk later, Monarch, trust me. If you find that you're needing anything, just wave me down.
Alright. Just don't think that my wave is why am I blanking? Mirage. I nod before looking back, and the rest of my... I nod before looking back at the rest of my comments. Punctuation. They look so drained and fatigued. We need that oasis fast. Okay. Who's a talk? Oh, talks. We have talkings. These cliffs must act as landmarks. Without those, it would be easy to get lost. Getting lost in the desert could easily be deadly. I guess that's Alrenthia out there. This is going to be one long journey. John, stop it. Hopefully the oasis helps us all out. Sometimes I'm missing out on words. These cliffs must act as landmarks. Oh. Okay, so it's the same message but both sides. Sand, and more sand. Wait, what's that? Right, sand. Being all sarcastic on us now, aren't you?
Hey.
How you doing? How you think about Alarenthia?
From what I've experienced so far, it's awful. I'm holding out on hope that it's colder in the city, but I know that won't be true. I bet it'll be even worse. If I lived here, I'd definitely be nocturnal. I mean, it must get colder at nighttime, right? I just sleep the day away, and that's a fact. So I guess not much would change, to be honest. Though I haven't been able to get much sleep lately. Anyway, yeah, it's basically the worst place in the world.
Just straight up, no, flatline, crap. Do you think we'll be able to secure an alliance?
I sure hope so. Otherwise, this would be a waste. I mean, coming here and then leaving empty-handed, that'd mean we put ourselves through all of this for nothing. That's not my style, you know? I don't care if we have to fight in a tournament, even. We're not coming all the way here only to accomplish nothing.
Yeah, that's a good spirit, actually. Who would you side with, Vivian or Draco?
Whoa, putting me on the spot, huh? I guess I'd probably side with Vivian. Ulrich hates this place, and I can see why. Politics would only make this a million times worse, so I think Alarenthia would be better off like the mainland. It's different, yes, but in my opinion, it's a bad different. Like, Mazeo was different, but it was good. The constant battle to see who is stronger? Yikes. Sounds like that would get pretty toxic, and fast.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. Do you prefer Howl or Dominic?
That's a tough choice, but I'd have to say Dominic. It's not fair that Howell tried to pin all of this on him. Nothing that happened at the Rebel HQ was his fault. But that doesn't mean I hate Howell. Far from it. He seems so wise, and we could learn a lot from him. An entire ancient culture inside of him? Just think about it.
I know, right?
There's so much we don't know about the monarchy. He could help us fill dozens and dozens of history books. I hope he survives this. He has lots of info to pass on to us.
He does. Well, they do. They are one and one on all their legion. They have a lot of information that can definitely part of all on us. Any sight of that oasis?
No, and I'm slowly melting. I went through all my water within the first hours. My fault, I know. I'll make sure to ration it better next time. If there is a next time, of course. I'm starting to think that this oasis was a lie. I see mirages, sure, but no real water. If you see it, make sure to tell me right away. I might even go for a swim if I have the time. You should join me. It'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it'll exist because everything that Ulrich said came true. This place is crap. And that's all we need for truth here. Yeah, Ulrich and Pro.
Hey, Pro. Can I talk to you for a second?
Of course. What's up?
I can't say in front of everybody else. I need to talk to you alone, in secret.
But I'm searing you put my seer's ear into this conversation.
Oh, is it about that?
What is that? Come on, tell me. Juiciness.
Pro, not in front of anybody else. Follow me over here and talk quietly.
I'm following. My ears are tingling. What's you got?
Right. Sorry. Well then, what's up?
No, my seer powers have failed me. I can't eavesdrop like I did with the Bat Fellow and his partner and the betrayer of our people because he was misinformed. My seer powers have failed me. Wait a minute. Back up. What's this? Oh, it's that button. I use my right click to do that, so. Wait a minute. Why are the desert here, the oasis here, and the gates there? We could have just gone a straight line. At least according to the map. When you arrive at the oasis, everybody immediately runs towards it. Yeah, whoa! Water town, cannonball! Opening their canteens, they fill them up and quickly drink up. I do the same, before turning to face my allies in relief. I was starting to get parched and worried about passing out. The placement of the oasis here was awfully convenient. I choose not to count our blessings as I face my friends.
This is amazing! Just what I needed. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take a swim. Just give me a few minutes, alright?
Fortim, no. That's disgusting. People drink this water. It's not for swimming.
But...
No.
Wise words! Thank you, Valessa. Fortune scoffs and crosses his arms. This is the moment I decide to tell them what Howell told me. Without the power from Solaberg's idol, Valinor would be fine.
Wait, really?
That's amazing. And you're certain about this?
I nod. Howell is definitely a reliable source. There was now an upside to all of our shaken faith.
I totally needed to hear some good news. This trek through the desert is downright awful. When we get back, let's all go to Valinor.
Yeah, definitely. It'll feel so good to be back home. With your vision and that dim idol, my outlook was so grim. But now that attack won't happen, and the idol doesn't matter.
Long live Valinor?
Young man Valinor!
Long live Valinor.
Hugs and kisses all around. Okay, maybe the kisses are a little much, but that's still hugs. We all smile before parting ways. I look over at Ulrich and Pro. They're talking to each other, but very quietly, almost secretive. Come on, see your powers. Work, 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 work. I choose not to interrupt them and make my ways over to Dominic.
Hey, we were just talking about our future options. I mean, would we rather side with Vivian or Draku? I think Vivian is the better option, but Hal disagrees.
Why? Is it because he has to be the opposite choice, or because he believes power is what we need? Because that's how they thought of things in the other, in the other time, the past time, the time we weren't in, the land before time.
As we seem to do in many matters. We need strength to win the upcoming war, Dominic. Vivian cannot deliver as much strength. Only hope for her nation.
Then would you have chosen to have that one other pirate lady to join us? Yeah, less numbers in strength, but she would be utter crap in personality. She'd be wanting to be on the throne, and that is not what anyone would want because of her personality. I know people could change, but she did not sound like that.
If hope could win wars, we wouldn't even be here. In times like this, we are glad that you're not in charge. We trust that the monarch will make the proper decision.
Now, see here, that is not very nice.
Well, what do you say, Monarch? If you had to choose right now, what would you do? Just a hypothetical, of course, nothing set in stone.
I think you're right, Dominic. Vivian would be a good choice. Because this is Mr. Muscleman. And she is a resistance. Yeah.
There you have it, Hal. We need to think about the future of this world too. It makes sense to give Alarinthia a new form of leadership.
Yeah, purity. Give me the purity level. Raise the purity level, please. I've been having a couple corruption now values when I thought I was doing the right thing. Seriously, if you take a look, corruption is 20. The first corruption was because of 14 got in leadership. I didn't understand why, because I thought his leadership would have been fine. She wanted to be isolated, not really isolated, but work with by ourselves. He wanted to open up to the world. How is that corruption? So that's why I was just ranting about that. The other corruption was due to me being a necromancer instead of giving people seer powers and then have them be potatoes for the rest of their lives. But then when their life is ended, then they'd probably be fine. So, yeah. But some of these corruption things, such as choosing strength and piracy power, or having this other leader, Chikuki, definitely doesn't sound good. Because yes, strength, he'll show his might and just kick butt. But then, what kind of leadership or offers he'll want something in exchange, I'm sure, or he wants to brag about it to the world, I'm sure. Vivian is just the opposite one. I don't know much about her, except for what they said, that there was a resistance. But who is she? That's the thing. But because this game is set in stone and things, he would more likely, unless they're tricking me, that he's the corruption side. What is Vivian? So, she has to be pure. I'm not trying to do this just to be pure. I just want to be wise about it. I don't want to have someone just seeking out power. I want someone who thinks about the future.
There is nothing wrong with the way Alarinthia is run. You cannot change it simply because you do not like it. Such a move would make you no better than the Triumvirate.
I can see his point.
We cannot become the enemy we seek to dethrone. Your way of thinking requires some reevaluation, Dominic. You may say means to an end, but so does the Triumvirate.
I mean, if you ever think about it, in some movies, like Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock, he wanted to help people, and the arms were kind of corrupting him, but he wanted to use them for good. But then people were not funding him or helping him, So he was going, I'm going to go out of my way to steal the money that I need to better the world. But then the arms didn't do that in the end, and he started getting corrupted in the mind, thinking that he has to destroy all those other people. But then he goes, you know what? Forget it. I'm not much for Marvel, but they do make some good movies. But yeah, at least when I say good movies, I mean from me. You guys can enjoy all you want. Don't hate me because I don't think the way you do, like these guys say. But everyone, almost any evil or quote-unquote evil at times, just because they might just think they're doing good in their own mind, their own way. But are they actually evil, or they think they're doing good, but not to the whole world thinks so, and they just want to prove themselves, going, no, this is good. I'm showing you. And then some people just make it just plain and simple, like, yeah, I'm evil. I just want to see the world burn. That's evil. Anyways, that's just what I wanted to point out. Some people that are quote-unquote evil aren't actually evil. They're just doing what they think is right.
Wow, you paint me as such a villain.
Aw, shucks.
A change in leadership would require the spilling of blood. Innocents would die, much like the occupation of Mazeo. Think of what you lost. Do you want to do this to others?
Dominic seems unable to come up with a response to this. Promptly changing the subject, he seems to admit defeat.
Well, are you all full up on water? Ulrich said we're halfway there, and we're making good time. I think we'll make it to the city with plenty of time to spare, Monarch.
Hal seems unamused at the sudden change in the topic.
This body does not work like you would expect. We do not need water, and do not risk passing out. Whenever you're ready to continue, we will do so.
I mean, the body is considered dead. You're just animating it, so... I mean, if you're a spirit and you animate a dead body, does that mean when you enter a body, you still don't need... But in this world, that seems to be obvious, that he said, we're just animating a dead body. We do not need anything. We just are here to help. We feel a pain. Anyways, let's continue. I'm trying to think things out, but I think we all can understand what that means. After saying that, we all part ways. We shouldn't stay here for too much longer. Missing that ball would damage our cause immensely. Let me just go to the map and then travel all the way back to Valinor.
I could sit here and drink this all day. I've never missed water so much in my entire life. In fact, leave me behind. I'll stay here until things are done.
Says the guy that said, we should not come here for nothing. Let's do a battle if it means we're gonna get something. Yeah. What happens if we come back and we didn't get anyone on our side? How would you feel? Because you didn't participate in helping.
Nice try, but you're not getting out of this that easy. Fill up your canteen, Fortin. We need to get going.
Wait, your canteen is so much bigger than mine. Can we trade? You're used to this desert, Ulrich.
That's not cool. He's a bigger guy than you.
Used to it? I haven't been here for You know what? Fine. You can have it, Fortin. Just fill it up and let's get going, okay?
Are you gonna say thousands? You can't say years. If you say days, more likely. Because it takes 365 days. So about 1,000 days is equal to a little more than 3 years. So if you say days, then I'll understand. You can't say, if you say weeks, well, that's impressive. But you say months, no. You can't say years or months. Maybe even weeks. I don't know what you're just gonna say. How old are you?
All right, score!
You little turd. Yeah, twin trees. No, yeah. 14 circles these trees. Clearly, he wants to climb them. It's not very long until Ulrich grabs him and takes him away. He's almost become some sort of a babysitter of the street. I know, okay. So, I understand why they said corrupt, because he doesn't seem to be leader material. But Lessa definitely does. She has more wisdom, and he seems more wanting to do activities. And seeing a leader with fun in him is good, but you're a leader now. You have to at least, play more of the part. You are wanting it. You are wanting leadership. If you didn't want it, then I'd understand. But you asked for it. Still no sign of the city. How much further could it be? I think Ulrich said it was the halfway point or something. Hopefully none of us pass out from exhaustion in this place. Alright, we'll make the journey in the next one. I want to keep this for future music just in case in the future. So, empty slot. There we go. So, thank you guys for stopping by. We're going to make it to Alarenthia, I believe. Yes. I'm a bit more sure this time it's called Alarenthia. Learning names is hard. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. And until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.